Hello everyone and welcome to the session. This is Ashima Shukla, your current affairs and banking awareness faculty on Entri platform. And in this session we are going to talk about all the major news events that have taken place in the past days. The discussion is going to involve all the important news events, and we are going to also talk about a bit of questions after the discussion of news events, so that you get an idea about how the news events can be framed into a format of questions and therefore help in your preparation. Now we'll be starting with the news events, but before that, all those who want to practice daily quiz, for them we have a daily free entry app quiz on current affairs for your daily practice of current affairs. Starting on the discussion of news events, the first is that India and Australia, they have signed an India-Australia Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement, or IND-OS-ECTA. This was signed in a recently a virtual ceremony was organized for the same, during which this agreement had happened for increasing the resilience of the supply chain and contribute to the Indo-Pacific region. Also, it is going to enhance the people to people interaction or people to people trade. Now, this was signed from India's side by the Commerce and Industry Minister of India, Union Minister Piyush Goyal ji, and this is the IND-OS-ECTA is seeking to double the bilateral trade between the two countries. So the target is 40 to 50 billion in the next 5 years. Currently, we are at 27 billion. We want to increase this to 45 to 50 billion US dollars in the coming 5 years duration. That is nearly double it. Railway Police Force conducted pan-India month-long operation against tortoise named Operation Uplabdh in the month of March. It was conducted by RPF, Railway Protection Force, which led to an arrest of 1459 touts. Indian official has been appointed as the vice chairperson in the Council Standing Committee on Administration and Management, or ITU, giving India a leadership position. ITU's council meeting was held in Geneva recently. Now, who has been named here? We are talking about a person. Who the person is? That is Aprajit Sharma. Aprajit Sharma. She will be the vice chairperson for 2023 to 2024, and then she is going to be chairperson for 2025 and 2026. So we have basically come to a leadership position where we are starting as vice chairperson, and now we'll soon be into the chairperson position as well. Gross GST collected in the month of March is 1,42,095 crore rupees, which is the highest ever GST collection till date. The previous record was 1,40,986 crore rupees, which was in the month of January in 2022. Right? It is 15% higher compared to the GST revenue of the same month in last year. So from last year we have increased to an approximately 15%. Thawarchand Gehlot ji, the governor of Karnataka, and Anurag Thakur ji, the Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, launched the logo, jersey, mascot and anthem of Khelo India University Games. This is the second edition of Khelo India University Games which is being organized. The host state over here is going to be Karnataka as per the announcement that has been made. Karnataka is going to host these gaming events, and this is the second edition of the games. First edition was held in Odisha. The official mascot has been chosen as Veera. Veer has been chosen as the official mascot. Anthem has been sung by Chandan Shetty and Nikhil Joshi ji. International Financial Service Center Authority (IFSCA) signed an MOU with the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India (IRDAI) in Hyderabad recently to strengthen inter-regulatory exchange of information, technical cooperation, supervisory collaboration, and developing innovative insurance solutions. IFSCA is based in Gandhinagar in Gujarat, and IRDAI is headquartered in Hyderabad. Indira Gandhi Rashtriya Udan Academy has completed highest ever flying hours of 19,110 in the financial year of 2022. Dr. S. Raju took over as the Director General of the Geological Survey of India. Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency IREDA signed an agreement of 267.67 crore rupees to Blue Smart Mobility for the purchase of 3,000 all electric cars to promote electric vehicles in the region of Delhi NCR. Banaras Locomotive Works has manufactured the highest number of locomotives to the date in financial year 22. Brookfield Asset Management and Airtel have signed a 5,000 crore rupees real estate joint venture agreement recently. National Company Law Tribunal, by its order, allowed the central government to take control of the management of Delhi Gymkhana. Torrent Power took over the power distribution operation of Union Territory of Dadar and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. So in these regions, the power distribution is going to be done by Torrent Power. National Commission for Women recently launched Anti-Human Trafficking Cell, which has been launched to improve the effectiveness in tackling of human trafficking, and it will conduct gender sensitization training for police officers and prosecutors and also improve the responsiveness of law enforcement agencies in the same sector. So Dr. S. Raju, as we talked about, has recently taken over as the Director General of Geological Survey of India, which is headquartered in Kolkata. GSI is headquartered in Kolkata. Olympic silver medalist weightlifter Mirabai Chanuji has won BBC Indian Sportswoman of the Year for the year 2022 recently. Then we have the young Indian opening cricketer Shefali Verma ji, who has received BBC Emerging Player Award in the recent awards, and former weightlifter Karnam Malleshwari ji has been presented with BBC Lifetime Achievement Award in the recent ones. Now, it is an initiative by BBC India to celebrate and honor the sportswomen from India who have excelled in the fields. The first edition of this award was held in 2020, and at that time PV Sindhu was the accolade or the winner. As per data from Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, overall unemployment rate in India has fallen to 7.6% in March 2022. It was 8.10% in February. Haryana has recorded the highest unemployment rate in March 2022, which is 26.7%. Then was Haryana at 25%, Jammu Kashmir again at 25%, Bihar at 14.4%, and Tripura at 14.1%. Karnataka and Gujarat. Karnataka and Gujarat. These are the two states which are the least unemployment rate. They have an unemployment rate of 1.8% in March 2022. Minister of State for Culture and External Affairs Meenakshi Lekhi ji launched a website, Temple 360, and this was launched in an amphitheater in Indira Gandhi National Center of Arts, New Delhi, under the aegis of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Now, in Temple 360, it's a digital platform where people can visit or do the darshan of 12 Jyotirlingas and the Char Dham from any location. So, 12 Jyotirlingas and Char Dham can be visited, and also e-darshan, e-prasad and e-aarti is going to be available along with the various other services. 4th edition of India Boat and Marine Show was held at Bolgati Palace in Kochi in Kerala from 25th to 27th of March. IBPS is India's only and most influential boat and marine industry exhibition, and it is organized by Kochi based Cruise Expo. Around 45 exporters from around the world participate in this. Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry FICCI has estimated India's GDP growth at 7.4% in financial year 22-23. India and Nepal have signed 4 agreements and multiple projects. In this, One of them is that Nepal has signed a framework agreement to join India-led International Solar Alliance, becoming the 105th country to be joining International Solar Alliance. There was also an MOU in cooperation in the railway sector. Then there was on supply of petroleum products for the next 5 years and for cooperation in the power sector. Then we had certain initiatives which were launched, like the Solu corridor has been given to Nepal, which basically helps bring electricity to the northeastern of Nepal. Then we have RuPay card launched in Nepal, becoming the 4th country to receive this RuPay card after Bhutan, Singapore and UAE. So after this is the 4th country which has got RuPay card facility. Then we have a 35-kilometer border railway line linking Jayanagar in Bihar to Kurtha in Nepal, which will also be running the trains. So a train was flagged off with a capacity of 1,000 passengers. India and Turkmenistan witnessed signing of 4 agreements on 2nd of April during the visit of the President of India, Ramnath Kovind ji, to Turkmenistan. He is the first ever President of India who has visited Turkmenistan physically, like he has been there. Agreements have been signed between both the countries. MOUs and agreements have been signed for better development of the region, right? So there was on finance, and then we had on disaster management, then we had on culture and arts, and we had on sports and youth policy. Vikas Kumarji has been appointed as the new MD or Managing Director of Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. Polish tennis star Iga Swiatek defeated Naomi Osaka of Japan in the final match to claim the Miami Open tennis tournament organized recently. In cricket, Australia has emerged as has won the finals of the Women's World Cup. Finals were held on 3rd of April at Hagley Oval in Christchurch in New Zealand. 2022 ICC Women's Cricket Cup was the 12th edition of this cup, and it was held in New Zealand from 4th of March to 3rd of April, and Australia has emerged as a winner. Player of the tournament was Alyssa Haley, and she's of Australia. Now these were the few news events. Now let's have a look at a few questions that can be framed from these news events. The couple questions being, which force recently in the month of March launched Operation Uplabdh? Now Operation Uplabdh was started by Railway Protection Force recently for a month-long operation against touts. Headquarters of International Telecommunication Union, or ITU. International Telecommunication Union headquarters is in Geneva, where the new vice chairperson Aparijita Sharma was selected. What is the gross GST collection in the month of March 2022? So in March 2022, the gross collection spanned to over 1,42,095 crore rupees. Host state for Khelo India University Games. So this year, which is the 2nd edition, is being organized in Karnataka. First edition was held in Odisha. Who is the new Director General of Geological Survey of India? So Dr. S. Rajuji has been appointed as the new Director General of Geological Survey of India. Now with this, we'll be winding up this segment, and I hope this session has been helpful. We'll see you in the next video with more news events. Till then, have a great day ahead.